Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set and towing the slab, Michael Lorenzen. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The pitch. And a strike.
We got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And now 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Bounced out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And there's a strike. Singy, where are you on F1 racing? Are you a fan?
Haven't gotten there yet, but I will at some point.
Francisco Lindor, a big fan of F1 racing. His favorite driver is Lewis Hamilton. Phillies fans want a strikeout.
Ball 1.
Nimmo aboard here at first with nobody out. Got him. 1 gone here.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
Jeff McNeil stands in. There's the strike. Here comes a pitch. And downstairs. Swing and a bouncer. Turner gathers and throws to first. And there's 2 away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
In for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Our starting pitcher in this one, Tyler McGill. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Bottom of the first, Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over.
Oh, now a great stop, and they get the out.
Nice diving stop right there. It gets the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
Here's Turner now. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's Harper now. That's towards center. 2 down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Pitch out, but no action. In the air, out towards right center. Stewart in position, and that is that. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. No score. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez.
Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ball 2.
And now it's even up.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Kicks and deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And he deals. Now a fly ball to right center. Marsh on the move. Grabs it on the run. And there's 1 down.
Batting 5th, the designated hitter.
Omar Narvaez at the plate. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
1's the count.
Second inning here, no score. Strike 2.
No ball.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
A little roller up along first. He handles it himself, and that quickly 2 away.
Batting 7th, the right fielder, DJ Stewart.
Now it's DJ Stewart. First offering misses the mark. And a pitch. Swings through that.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So they go quietly there. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Back at Citizens Bank Park, this is Bryson Stott.
The second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. On the ground. He steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Up the middle. McNeil. Jump throw. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance. Had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Short hop liner, handled it short. Fires to first, in time, got him. And that'll do it. Phillies down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back. And now it's Mark Vientos.
The third baseman, Mark
Vientos, 23 years old. And he was a second-round pick back in 2017. The right-hander back to work. Check swing. He went 0-1. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Righty to the plate. Goes down looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Rafael Ortega stands in. Ortega goes 5 feet 11 inches, 180 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. In there for strike 1. Top of the third, no score. Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to third, and he went around. Rule to swing. And the righty deals. And there's a ball. Fights it off. You'll see another. Line drive to short and caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. And there's the strike.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And now the count is even. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab, and that is that. Down in order go the Mets, and we are still scoreless. Back here in Philadelphia, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. McGill, the tall righty, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. Bounce to the right side. McNeil gets to first. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
Here's the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Kyle Schwarber digs in now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. In the air to left center. Ortega settles underneath it. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging for third.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Here's Trey Turner.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center. And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Nimmo makes the grab, and the inning is over. One hit, one left. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Philadelphia, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Francisco Lindor. And a pitch. And takes low for ball 1. Francisco Lindor, a guy who's won multiple Gold Gloves and a Platinum Glove, multiple All-Star appearances. Mr. Smile, what do you think of when you contemplate the player Francisco Lindor?
Just a special talent, both sides of the ball, both sides of the plate, equally a force. And one thing about Francisco Lindor, you talk about that smile, he's also got some good sense. If I'm a catcher, love it when he comes to the plate because he's got all kinds of different colognes that he wears and sometimes mixes them.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Grounded out to short in his first trip. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that's downstairs and outside.
1-1.
One down, base is empty. And strike 2.
I'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Lifted in the air down the left side. Schwarber in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. Went down on strikes his first time through. That's in there. That's strike 1. That one ran inside, almost got him. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
The 1-2. And another ball. And now it's filled up. Next offering is fouled back. And the right-hander deals. Stays alive. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Downstairs, and it misses. Ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Alvarez.
Man at first, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. That clips the corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That one missed. Going to count 1 and 2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Alonso leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Up the middle, stop. Sends it to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Mets leave 1. Still no score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper.
The pitch. That clips the corner.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. That's smashed towards center. And there's one away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT.
And now it is JT Realmuto. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And fouled off. The 0-1. In the air right field. Stewart under this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the second baseman, Bryson.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Grounded out his first time up. Bounced up the middle. McNeil slings to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the fifth. So now here's the Mets DH, Omar Narvaez. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon. And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the right fielder, DJ Stewart. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat.
Stewart.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Interesting sequence right there for the three-pitch punch-out. Kept everything away, so it was all pretty much coming out of the same tunnel, but that was a great job of using the changeup to upset the timing and get him out front after coming at him with hard stuff with the first two pitches of the at-bat.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Struck out looking at his first at-bat. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball one. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one out in front that time. One-two now. Fly ball down the line. Schwarber settles under it. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we still have no score. Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And digging in for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Phillies definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. And another thing that stands out specifically is that they haven't been able to lay off the first pitch. 9 first pitch outs in this game, so it's been costly for him.
He's got it. One down.
You know, being aggressive can be a little tricky. You want to have confidence up there, but some guys fall into the trap of being overconfident, thinking they can hit anything, and that can lead to a lot of mistakes.
Fouled off. He was late. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Ouch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that's a fair ball. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Edmundo Sosa will hit next. Doubled in his first AB. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Bohm at third. Marsh over at second with 1 down. And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
0-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Line drive. Diving, gets down, took the extra bases. Run scores easily, and the Phillies strike first. It's 1-0.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 3.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One down. Trey Turner with a chance now. In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner holds. Chris, Trey Turner's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. You think speed with Trey Turner, but a guy who impacts the game with his slug as well. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to McNeil. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Man at first, Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies.
Harper.
McGill checks on first, and Turner's back in. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a base hit. Flying around third is Turner. Throw cut off, now to the plate, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Back here in Philadelphia. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the left fielder, Rafael Ortega.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
At the belt and fires. Just missed. And a big swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
The center fielder, number 9.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Brandon Nimmo.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Kicks and fires. That's in there.
0-2.
Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, I think he's got to be feeling pretty invincible out there on the mound right now. I mean, he's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's getting away with it. That pitch right there really wasn't anything special, a hittable pitch, but he gets the punch out.
And first offering is fouled off. And delivers outside. That one's in there, and a count 1-2.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
Righty delivers. Swung on, belted. Marsh going back some more, pulls it in on the warning track. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to him. JT Realmuto. Here comes a pitch. Realmuto, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2010. In the air, out towards left center. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies.
Come on, Philadelphia!
Foul ball there.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. And that's outside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Ripped on a line to center. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tyler McGill done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Phil Bickford.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Runner on at first with one gone. At the plate, Nick Castellanos. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Castellanos, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Stop. Stands at first with one out.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
And there's a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
And now the DH, Alec Bohm. Line drive, caught.
Center fielder, number 16, Brandon Marsh.
So first and second with 2 outs. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Good contact guy, good defender.
Let's get a big hit.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. First and second, 2 down. Swings through that one.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a ground ball out to short. They take the force out, and that is that. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
Let's go, Phillies.
Let's go, Phillies.
And the pitch. Clips the corner. Strike 1. They say you win.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, 2 now. And down on strikes. And there's 1 down.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's sort of your typical power hitter. Wouldn't necessarily call him a 3 true outcome guy, but he's in there to hit home runs.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Fans dig the long ball, bro.
Ball 1 low.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
And here it comes. A little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
2-2 down. Got it by him for the K. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across. So why not? You got some pop. Swing for the fences.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Battling here as he fouls it away. that one off the mark. Now 1-2. On the ground to third. Fair ball.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Now here is Omar Narvaez. First offering and it just misses. Alvarez off of first with 2 away. That's a strike, and the count even at 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. That's off the mark, and it's 2-2. Fly ball center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Philadelphia. And now here is Edmundo Sosa.
Edmundo.
Bickford back to work. That one back up the middle and it gets through. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Ortega under it. Puts the squeeze on it, and there's 1 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Trey Turner at the plate. Now moves to first. Sosa back in on a dive. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The 1-0. This to center field. Nimmo puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Man at first. Bryce Harper to the plate. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
So 2 on with 2 away. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Sosa at second. Harper on at first with 2 down. And a pitch. And that's a little bit high. high fly ball lifted in the air right field. Drops into the glove, and the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Strom.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Stepping in, DJ Stewart, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The Mets in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That just misses. Ball 1.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
2 strikes.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. He did not go around. The 1-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And first offering is fouled off. Late on that fastball.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Next one misses, and the count is 1-2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Kicks and deals, and that just misses.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. 2-2 now. And now it's filled up.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets nothing. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Trevor Gott.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
For New York, number 33.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies.
For the Phillies, the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
The wind of the pitch. To the right side. On the run, throw to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Number 8, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Let's go now, Phil.
And it's fouled away. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. The 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called 3rd strike.
2 outs, base is empty. So here's the Phillies DH, Alec Bohm. On the ground, out to short. Lindor on to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across here this half. Through 8 full, it's the Phillies 3 and the Mets nothing. So they turn to Craig Kimbrell.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Almost drove one out of here last time up, right out to the warning track.
And there's a foul ball. Kimbrell, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Here's the 0-2. And a ground ball to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Lindor retired.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Swings through that one. 0-1. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
The 1-1. There's a strike.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Just one strike away. Liner, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. The pitch. And now one strike away.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, no runs, 4 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.